How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's get straight into it. Hope everyone's good. Let's see who's here. Drop a comment if you've just joined, guys. Drop a comment who's here. Oh, let me get the gold chart up first. 1 second. Right, we're sweet. Welcome. Hope everyone's good, guys. Welcome. Yeah, let's see who's here. Not much on gold today. We've had a decent breakout. We've had a decent breakout at about 7 o'clock, but since then there's been nothing. We've just been in some sort of range like so. I've not really had to update gold really to the community other than this push down here. You know, if anybody caught this sell off, which a few guys in the community did, if you caught this sell off here, that's the sort of price action that we want to be trading. This here that we're seeing now, could you have caught a few positions? Probably. Yeah, probably. But I haven't partaked in any of this. I haven't taken part in any of this. I've personally just taken a NAS short trade here, which I'll break down in a second, guys. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. TG, how's it going, bro? Sahan, welcome. Smashing it. Dan, how's it going, mate? Yeah, welcome everybody, welcome. Good to see everyone here. Like I say that, guys, let's smash the like button. To be honest with you, it's been a bit quiet for the London session, especially on gold. There's not really been much. But coming into the US session, we could potentially get some trades. We've had a big sell-off. You know, London, pre-London and US had a nice sell-off. Like I've just mentioned, a few of the guys in the community caught this sell here as we brought below this level. Here. You know, it brought below this level, had a nice sell-off. If you caught that, that's probably the cleanest move of the day so far on gold. Other than that, has there been much? Not really. We've just been sideways. But could we get some potential trades today for this session? Yeah, definitely we could. I'm going to be looking for some trades on gold if, you know, we break above and below our levels, but we'll see. Hey, Mark, how's it going, mate? One sec, guys, bear with me. Right, guys, we're back. Sorry, I just had to turn my computer off. I'm making a noise. Yeah, guys, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we'll see what the stream brings, guys. Like I say, I'm gonna be on for a little while. I wasn't even going to stream today because of how sideways gold was. I was gonna stay off, but I got a message, and I got a little bit of motivation to come on. But I'll stay on for an hour, see what gold wants to do in this range. If we just continue to range until like 2 o'clock, then I'll get off. But I have come on a little bit later than usual because if I came on at normal time around here, would still be stuck in this range. So hopefully we've come on at a good time. But yeah, guys, nice one for the likes. Welcome everybody who's tuning in again. And yeah, if you're new, if you've just tuned in, drop a comment. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for sells on gold below this support level here. Okay, I've got it at 92. Aaron, good mate, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, I'm going to be looking for sells below this level here. You know, you can see that we've got resistance acting as support here, and you've got a bit of support here too. I'm going to be looking for sells below this level, this current level here at 92s on gold, okay? And for buys, very simple, back above this level here. 33.07 for buys, okay? So that is my range on gold. Have we got many targets to the upside? Not really. If I am going to be looking to buy gold, I'll probably just look to target this sort of level. Okay? I'll probably just look to target this sort of level. You can see, if you just put a line through there, you can see how many times it's been reacted. Look, support, 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 support. I'll probably just look for buys into there. If it closes above this level, gets close to there, I'll just wait for a closure back above here. Simple as that. Okay? Right, guys. But yeah, buys are looking decent if we can start closing back above some levels, because you've got some clean areas to pass on the way to the left. There's not much in the way for a decent pullback on gold. But I do like sells. You know, if we can close below this level, I do think we're going to come and take some of these lows here. You know, you've got some liquidity to the downside here and here. Look at that. Bang. 2 lows to take out on gold. I'm very interested in sells. I am interested in sells because, you know, look at the volume that stepped in today. Look at the daily candle. Closing nice and bearish for now. I would like to come and take some more daily lows out if we do get below this level here at 92 area, okay? Afternoon, bud. How's it going, mate? Kian, how's it going, bro? Hope you're good. Yeah, guys, if you just joined, drop a like and drop a comment. There's currently 13 here. Welcome. Welcome. But yeah, it's been a slow day today. Gold's literally, I think gold's done for the weekend. I think Dean said it in the chat. He said, I think gold's done for the weekend. It could be true. But we'll stay on, guys. I'll stay on till 2. Give it 50 minutes. We'll ask some questions. Still some value to give out. And then we'll call it a day at 2 o'clock. If I don't get anything by 2, I'm probably going to be done, guys. You know, it's been an insane week for me personally. It's been a decent week. So, how's everyone else's day been? Or overall week been? Put it in the comments. How's your week been? Yeah, patience will pay today. Oh, especially on gold. Look at that. Oh, how's it going, mate? Welcome. That on gold's disgusting, and that is one of the reasons I was very close to not streaming. Because I understand that this is likely to happen on a Friday. You probably get a little move, maybe one more move for today. But it's a good learning. Like, Fridays, you normally range until high impact news. You normally range until high impact news, and then you get the push, and then after that push, it's done because the volume just dies. Let's have a look at NAS. Keep on top of NAS. Yeah, let me break down the trade that I took, guys. I took this entry here, and I know it doesn't look much, but this is the entry that I took. I took about $500 on that one candle across 2 accounts. Yeah, I took $500 on this one candle, and it was like I literally took profit right at the low. 30 ticks, 30 points. That was the entry I took on NAS today. And very, very simple analysis. Look, what have we done? What's this 15-minute candle done to this level? Broke below it. As it's broke below, we've had a nice top wick, had a nice push down. A lot of the members took this entry here. I know Wes, Sahan, who have been crushing NAS this week, them two. They took this first entry here, which is the cleanest entry across NAS and gold. This is probably the cleanest trades we've had all week, to be honest with you. That trade breakdown that I brought down this week, that was clean, but this was like textbook entry. Look at that. You've closed nice and strong below the level. You've had your nice top wick flip, and you've got your liquidity down here and your targets. Like, you're going to be looking to manage at a level on gold, which is here. And look at that. As soon as you come into this level, on NAS, sorry, as soon as you come into this level, you reverse. So yeah, in and out, that should be your day done if you caught them. If you caught them 2 trades, that should be your day done. Either of them 2 trades, should I say. Had a chill week, to be honest. Hopefully I can catch something on my new top 1 before the end of the week. Yeah, like I say, Kian, price action is literally... Let's get off that. Literally sideways, look. Price action's literally sideways. I've actually just come on just to see if anyone's got any questions, to be honest with you. Still kind of... One second, let's have a look. Still kind of thinking I didn't go in with more size on that gold short this morning. Yeah, that was a nice sell. I know a few was awake for it. This sell here, I think it was this entry here, that 30-minute entry. Either this one or the 15 here. Beautiful. Yeah, NQ were great. Yeah, NQ's been clean this week. Gold today. Gold's been clean this week. Gold's been clean this week. Just today, it's sideways. My second week in your mentorship, been great progress for me. Loving your strategy. Nice one, Sahan. Great to hear. Thank you, man. Appreciate the feedback. And like I say, if you put the work in, you'll get the results. And you definitely put in the work in. You understand the strategy. That's the thing. Like a lot of people, well, not a lot of people. You'll get some people who put the work in, really dive into understanding the concepts, and they'll understand the strategy and they'll see the results. You know, you need to put the work in the beginning. You know, you need to understand the concepts. If you don't understand the concepts, don't be executing positions without being to the plan. You know? And I'm not saying don't execute, like learn the strategy first, then start executing. Don't like start executing stuff that's not to the plan. Because you can't blame it on the strategy that way. Yeah, only took 5 micros and closed at liquidity target. Yeah. It's one of them, Naz. You followed the plan. Wes, sorry. Followed the plan. If you've taken this liquidity, you know, you want to be going break even. Or if it's this liquidity here, yeah, it's that liquidity there, isn't it? Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, mate. It's a good entry. Good entry, good entry and good exit. But I see, I'm done with my daily goal, not going to agree. Yeah, 100%, mate. You've got, like, mate, you've just, like, you've had a nice payout and you've reinvested it into more accounts. You've had a great week. You know, next week, focus on trying to get it to 3K again. You know? Can't go wrong with 3K in a week. Like, I'm not going to be trading, really, today. I've taken one NAS position. But I've made, like, I've had 6K in withdrawals this week. Just this week. I don't really need to force anything. Think I need to start waking up. Like I say, mate, I missed these moves too this morning. This Asia push down, very clean. Here, this sell, beautiful. And this here, I was awake. I was awake for this push, but I wasn't on the chart to execute. So I'm not gonna fall. I'm not. Like I say, I don't wake up because I see moves. I don't wake up at a different time because I see a move happen there. I just wake up and start trading at 7. If a move's happened without me, like, so what? This week, have you been trading with contract or micro? Just normal minis. Yeah, I have used micros with gold, but with my NQ trade, it was just 1, and I took it out at like $250 profit. Is Top 1 funded a good prop firm? I have Top Step. Yeah, Top 1 are insane. Top 1 paid out more than $700,000 in payouts in 3 weeks. That, to me, is all I need to hear. They have tweaked some rules if you buy an account after Sunday. Guys, if you are thinking about getting a Top 1 account, try and get it before Sunday if you want the old rules, okay? Guys, if you want a Top 1 account, get it before Sunday because you'll get the old rules. Don't be... If you want one and you're thinking about it and you really want to get one, just get it before Sunday, guys. If you do want to get a Top 1 account, guys, there is the link. Click that link and you can get your top... It'll take you to get a Top 1 account. Make sure you use the code JTC, which I'm putting in the chat now. So click that link, use JTC at checkout, you get 50% off. all your account types. But if you want the instant funded, I'd personally buy them before Sunday. Obviously, the discount code will end on Sunday, and also they're doing a rule change. But if you buy it before, it won't affect you, okay? And let me go through these comments really quickly. Since I started trading, whenever I wake up early, I check the charts and can't fall asleep anymore. Me too. When I wake up, I'm done. I can't get back to sleep after I woke up once. If I could make $700 a week consistently, I could quit my job. It's my goal when joining you next week. Nice, Austin. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, like I say, just 20 guys. Seriously, Austin, they're great goals to have, mate. And when you join the community, we can, like I say, when you join the community, we can actually jump on a call, a Zoom call, and have a discussion about it. But like I say, $700 a week. You know, if you've got 2 accounts, for example, that's like, you know, one contract. That's 70 ticks. You only need 35 ticks on each account. That's like 10 to 15 ticks a day, and you only need to trade 3 days. $700 is very doable. $700 is very doable. On one contract, $700 a week is 70 ticks. You know, that's 35 ticks on one account if you're trading 2. Just break it up like that, and it'll understand that you don't need to FOMO into positions. You need 35 ticks a week, like, on one account. And I personally say 1 to 2 trades at 20 to 30 ticks a trade is all you need, and it's so true. Don't be like trying to trade every like 10 minutes. It's just not worth it. 1 to 2 trades a day, 20 to 30 ticks a day. If you get more and you have a runner, perfect. If you get less, so what? Like, okay. Finally off today, can sit down in the live more than 2 minutes. Nice, Tyler. Yeah, welcome, bro, welcome. How's your week been? How's your week been, Matt? What are they changing? Not much, to be fair. Guys, the instant funded rules are just basically going to how everybody else's are. They've all the changing is maximum payout is a little bit lower and minimum payout is lower. You'll have to, like I say, I'll send you a link. I'll put a link in the if you want to send me a message after, I'll send you a photo. But they're not really changing much. Nothing that's gonna crush anybody if they do buy an account after Sunday. It really doesn't matter. I'll personally still be buying accounts after with the new rules. They're not really bad rules. They're still better than any other instant funded prop firm. Base hits, not home runs. Yeah, 100%. You literally just need, like, guys, when you look at your equity curve, you should have like $300, $400 days, and then you'll get you'll get 2 days within the month that you'll have like 1,000, 1,000, 2,000. Okay, and you'll have this nice clean equity curve instead of it being like this, up and down, like pure emotional equity curve. You want it to be like average $200-300 days, and then you have these spikes of like 1-2K trades, which happens now and again. Do I risk half the amount of ticks? No, mate. So if I link 2 accounts, I'll just use 1 contract. You know, if you get 20 ticks on one account, it's basically getting 40 ticks across 2. I'm up this week doing well, bro. Well on my way to pass challenges soon. Community has done wonders for mastering patience. Perfect. Insane, mate. Great to hear. Two great, should I say, reviews and feedbacks on the community in the chat. Nice one, guys. Appreciate that. Oh, I thought someone went in the house. But yeah, let's see what gold. I'm looking at this 15 closure below. We can look for sells. You know, you've got some lows. You know, you've got this double bottom here on gold, but that'll probably get swept. I'll probably be using this as my first target. Probably using that as my first target. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I don't expect a busy stream. You know, it's Friday. We've got high impact news. People are already up for the week. I'm done. Let me check the community chat really quickly. Guys, members, anybody who's messaged me on Discord, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm just I've just been so busy this morning. Like I say, I'm always active in the community all day. From when I wake up to when I go to sleep. Always posting, always updating. But today I've just had no time. Like, I put a couple of charts in. But to be honest with you, gold's done absolutely nothing. So there's been nothing to post. I literally would have been posting the same levels for 5 hours. Yeah, I'd have literally been posting and updating the same levels for like 4 hours. And I'm sure everybody can understand the range anyway. It's literally, the range hasn't changed for like 3 hours. So, like I say, I have been a little bit quiet, but I've been doing other things, guys. I've had a few calls to do. I'm creating a new YouTube video. Got a new YouTube video coming out probably next week. I'll probably do it Monday. All I'm doing... What did Alpha... Oh, one sec, guys. Looking forward to Monday already. DK, yeah, we'll smash it, bro. We'll smash it, mate. David, we'll smash it. Party's been on NQ. Yeah, NQ's been clean. I tell you what, guys, if we traded NQ in the community, everyone would have been eaten. And a few do, guys. We've got a market chat and, well, an other markets chat. It's called, other, like it's a chat where other markets are posted. And there's a handful of people who trade NQ and they've all bagged huge wins on these sells today. This sell-off here, which is good to see. But if I was trading a range on NAS, it'd probably be this. This would be my range on NAS. Quite big, but it is what it is. Yeah, something like this. Have a look at the 15. Possibly something like that. And then I'd have to watch this level above here as my second range. What did Alpha want yesterday? No, they just wanted a meeting. They haven't called me back yet. Yeah, they haven't replied or called me back as of yet. But yeah, guys, it's Friday. Let's chill out. I'm going to be on here for another 30 minutes or so. And then I'll just get on with what I needed to do for the rest of the day. But if anyone's got any questions, please feel free to... put a question in the comments. Bro, I cancelled my sell order pre-London today because of it chopping price. Let's have a look, bro. Sorry, mate. Let me have a look at this question. Bro, I cancelled my sell order in London today because of the chopping price in a candle after I put it on. But had I been tapped in, but you got to be willing to let some go, especially if it's textbook. Yeah, exactly, bro. Which entry did you actually get? Pre-London here, these sells on the 15 down here. This entry here. Yeah, a few caught this sell here on gold, which is nice. Very, very clean sell. That's probably the best entry today. This or the 15 after it, or the NAS trades. To be fair, there has been some entries today, so you really can't complain about gold ranging now. But like I say, if you took break even on it, if it was around here, yeah, it was a little bit choppy. Yeah, the 30-minute. Ah, this one here, bro, yeah. This is very textbook. Yeah, Tucker, you should be like you've been in the community a week and you're spotting these entries just like the other members. Like, take that as a positive, mate. Yeah, could you have let it run a little bit and not taken break even? Yeah, you could have done, but that's just a lesson to take to another day. Like, yeah, look at that, 120. You've just literally called out a 120 tick push. Now we just tweak your management. You know, just tweak your management a little bit now. But yeah, I would have let it run. I would have personally let it run, but that's just for another day, man. Yo, Terverus, how's it going, mate? Welcome. How are you? Early start right now in the US for you now. Yeah, good, Tyler, man. Good. Others took that exact same trade. That's a very valid entry. I like that. I personally wasn't at the chart, though. What's up, guys? Yeah, I like Xauusd below this level, but oh, no wonder. How does the consistency rule work with top one on the 50k instant funding? So the consistency rule is the same on any account type. It's 20%. So you need, if you buy your account before Sunday, guys, the rules are changing after Sunday. So if you buy your account before Sunday, you're at a bigger advantage, okay? So I personally suggest if you want your account, buy it by Sunday because you've got a 20% consistency rule. And if you make 2% of the 50k account, okay, you can take a withdrawal, the full amount. After Sunday, that's not the case. But like I say, the consistency rule, your best day can't be more than the total profit of the account. So let's say on a 50k account, sorry about my drawings, guys, but let's say on a 50k account, you make 2.5k, okay, profit. Your profit's 2.5k. 20% of 2.5k is what? $500. Okay, $500. Bang. Sorry about my drawings again, but yeah, $500. Your best day can't be more than $500 because that's 20% of 2.5k. So what I suggest is if you get a 50k account and you want to withdraw 2.5k, just stop at $500. I'm personally withdrawing 3k on 150k. So I'm stopping at $600, okay? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's a good rule to have. You can't not have it. You need to have that rule on instant funded. Yep, I tried to catch one in London before bed and one in New York. Yeah, nice. Good Cerberus. Good plan. That's what I love, guys. I love seeing people trading around their schedules too. That's why this strategy that I teach is so good. You know, whether you work full time and you can only trade after work, or you live in, I don't know, Asia, you can still trade, or Australia, America, it's all good. Like, you can find your session and just trade it the exact same way. Yeah, that's it, mate. TG, that's it, mate. Yeah, the good rules, so good rules, and that's literally the only rule they have for now. TG. That's literally the only rule they have. But like I say, that's changing, so do what you want with that information. I can just tell you what's happening. Do I ever trade Asia? Yeah, I did when I was living in traveling Thailand and Vietnam for a year. There's a fly in my thing. It's annoying. Yeah, I was traveling around Thailand and Vietnam and trading and traveling, and I traded at the Asia a little bit before the London session. It's a very nice session, very, very clean session. People always say there's no volume in Asia, but everyone's changed that opinion. I don't hear that anymore. It like literally like 2 years ago, all you used to hear is, why do you trade Asia? It's the worst session, this and that. It's not. I always used to say Asia's a great session. Now I never hear anybody talk about Asia in a bad way. All I hear now is people on like TikTok and stuff saying how good Asia is. Have I been to Phuket? Yeah, I lived in Phuket for about 8 months, mate. Phuket's great. Yeah, I lived in Phuket for in total, about 9 months. I was there, I had an apartment, long-term rental. Yeah, it's good. Now Phuket's just full of, like, when I was living in Phuket, it was it was a lot better than it is now. Now it's full of, it's basically like Benidorm almost. so I've heard. But I'm happy I went when I went. I'm happy I went when I went. That's the goal, mate. Yeah, that's the thing, mate. Tyler, you're 100% right. When I started trading, my goal wasn't to make like the money comes naturally. Like I've made 6K in withdrawals I've made 6K in withdrawals just this week. And I never, like when I first started trading, that was never my goal to make 6K in withdrawals some weeks, no. My goal was just to make 1 to 2K a month and live and travel and trade freely. But with time and with scaling of accounts, obviously I'm trading way more accounts than I was then. One sec. Yeah, now when you scale accounts, the more money just comes. Like I'm not doing anything different. All I'm doing is trading more accounts and getting bigger payouts. That comes naturally. But when I first started traveling, it was all about the freedom. Been there a month for a vacation last year. Yeah, you went at a great time as well. You was actually there when I was there. Last year. I was there last year, DK. Or David. Yeah, I was there that time. Gold's doing absolutely nothing, guys. Well, I'm gonna head off after this hourly close. I'll let this hourly close and I'll be getting off. If it's within this range, I'm done. Can you go over this morning's gold trade around 6:30? Yeah, sure. Gold trade this morning, 6:30, was, I would have had my, like I say, you've got your range. Look at, depends where you had your range to. If you took the short here, for me, I'd have had my range maybe a little bit lower. Maybe something like so. I'd have had my level to close below here. And look what price does. It sweeps these highs, closes bearish, and you're taking shorts on that flip down. Like so. That would be the entry. Entry, exit, entry, stop loss, TP. It depends where you had your range. If you had your range lower, like down here, all good. You just take the 15-minute entry after it closes below. So that's, if you had your range higher, you can take that sell. If not, and you had it lower, simply just have that entry there, like that, and you're still getting a beautiful, beautiful entry on gold. So there's 2 entries there that you could have took on London session. Get out of this. Yeah, gold's just in a big range, guys. Yo, welcome everyone. Can we smash the like, guys? Nice one, 11. Crushing it. Let's smash 15 for this session. But yeah, I want to get back below here on this hourly. If we don't, I'm going to be done for the day. I'm not trading this chop. But I love it. I love people who get into trading, you know, to trade for the freedom. You know, it's so good. Freedom is literally the best thing. I was there in January. It's like Benidorm now. Yeah, there's a lot of English who go now. So much English, like so many fights and stuff I've heard. Like when I was there, I didn't see. I was literally in Thailand for 9 months in Phuket like 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago. I didn't see one fight. Not one. It was super like peaceful. I think there's a lot more fighting going on, and it's just like everyone in Europe just goes now. Everyone's caught on now. But for me, Vietnam's like the best place. Vietnam's insane. I love it. But I'd still go back. I'm definitely 100% going back to Thailand at some point. Probably at the end of the year. I've got a lot of friends there, so I need to go and see them. You have all sells this week, too. Nice. You've just sold. Every trade's been a sell. Good stuff. That's not bad. Like, good stuff. If you look at gold, if you've been taking sells with this overall week, that's insane. You've been going with the overall momentum. Nice work. Having to drive to learn trading is a skill. Yeah. Signals past a holiday and like yeah, yeah, definitely, mate. Tyler, that's so true, man. Like learning the skill, you'll be able to make money long term, and you'll be able to do what you want long term. You know, guys, you've seen guys in the community or on Telegram, you've seen the consistency of payouts that we actually get. That's not from signals. That's from learning a strategy and sticking to a strategy. You know, it's not just, you know, trading is a little bit of luck, don't get me wrong, but you need to be lucky sometimes, of course, but, you know, you don't get regular payouts just from pressing buy and sell because someone tells you to. No. You get regular payouts from learning a skill and learning a profitable strategy. Okay? And that's what happens when you learn the strategy. See how this 15 clauses. Look at the hourly, guys. Beautiful price action this morning in Asia and pre-London, and then literally chop. It's gone side, and that's why I've not posted any analysis. You want to wait for structure to build, yeah, of course. But once you've posted this range from like 8 o'clock this morning, and it's literally in the same range till now, you can't really do much. Let me know if you've got any questions, guys. I'm happy to answer. Barcode setups from London onwards for real. Yeah, London's, to be fair, yesterday, if you look at yesterday London, it was exactly the same look. So, yeah. And then we got a little breakout, got some nice trades in US session, nice pushes up, beautiful stuff. Yeah, London, even on Wednesday, it was a little bit better. We had a good breakout, but that's the thing. You can't just, like I say, I always say to myself, just trade your sessions and stick to them, because London will come good again. You know, it's been ranging for the last 2 days, but it'll come good. There'll be a couple of sessions next week where it'll be nice trending markets. Same with US. US isn't always going to be trending. You're going to have at least one range now and again, even though it's not as likely. I like the London session. I like having a little range sometimes. It gives you shows good patience. And it allows you to see the strategy play out too. You know, if you've got a clean range like this, you're understanding that it's not our strategy to be trading this. This isn't the time to be trading. It's good to know when to trade and when not to. And that's why I like sometimes to sit in a range for a couple of hours because, you know, it's like, all right, we understand now that we can't be doing any business in here. We need to be doing the business when we break above or break below. Do you think the 150k top step account is more worth it than the 50k? I personally like the 50k top steps. I don't know about anybody else. I just think 2k drawdown's enough. Because on a 150k with top step, you get 4.5k buffer. I think, yeah, you get double the buffer, but if you go to 2k in drawdown on a 150k, a lot of people, probably like 95% of people, just end up blowing it anyway. I just think a 2k buffer on an Express is really all you need. You gonna do a community meetup, Joe? Yeah, where's I will do, mate. Sometime in summer, hopefully. I'll get it sorted. I want to do that though, Wes, definitely. Yeah, definitely, mate. This PA, yeah, definitely. Key and it's crap. If it closes on the hourly, Dan, if it closes on the hourly, yeah, but I'm gonna head off, guys. There's nothing for me. There's nothing for me in this range. I'm not gonna sit here, guys. Right? Go and do something productive. Hit the gym. Go for a walk. Back test, forward test. Review your journal. Do something else. I'm just gonna set some alerts down here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. Yeah, Cerberus, that's it. You got to admit, it's like a 6k difference as well for like the sake of a double, like a 2k buffer. Like 6k difference in profit, but 2k difference in buffer. Nah. But guys, I'm going to head off. There's nothing here until we break out. All right. Discord members, I'll stay active if we do break out. See if we can take some trades in the community. But this is my range that I'm taking into the rest of the day probably. All right. But short stream today. I've only been on for an hour. But we'll be back for Monday US session, okay? Make sure you're tuning into the daily US session streams. I'm here for an hour and a half a day, normally. But yeah, see you in the next one, guys. And yes, trade safe. Community members, I'll see you in the chat, alright? Looking forward to the week ahead. You too, Tyler. Take it easy, mate. But yeah, guys, enjoy your weekend. See you next week.